Hello again, viewers. Spain, Costa del Sol, 4 days. How much did it cost, viewers? I can tell you, it cost a lot more than €20. There's some very bad deals in this trip. Let me tell you about them in case you've missed them. But I paid far too much for this trip. Let me tell you about it. Right, so I've got some notes here. We'll go over the hotels, the flights, how much money I spent, and I'll give you my honest opinion on each one. If you've not watched any of the Costa del Sol videos, I've got some very good news. I'm going to leave a link up there at the end, and you can click on the link to the playlist. There's over 60 videos that I've done in 4 days. You can check them all out in Fingarola, Malaga, Benalmádena, Torremolinos and Nerja, and also one at the airport where I told you about the most embarrassing mistake I've ever made on YouTube. You have to watch that one. I'll leave a link to that video down here at the end as well. Okay, so let's go. First of all, let's get the pound glasses on so I can read. Bear with me, viewers, bear with me. Oh, they're a wee bit cloudy. Should have given them a wee clean. Okay, viewers, the flights were very expensive on this trip. When I book flights, I basically just go to skyscanner.net and then I just check for the cheapest flights going in and out on the dates that suit me. I don't care what airline I fly with. I like them all as long as they get me there. I'll let you know who I went with in this one. So flying out, this was actually booked through TUI. I think it was £99, but this was a bit of a weird one. Now be careful. Sometimes TUI will charter flights with other companies. I've got one coming up as well. And this one was chartered through British Airways. Now, the difference with this is British Airways, you can't check in the normal way you do with TUI, where you would just log into their app or check in, pick your seats, etc. You can't do that. So it was old school. I had actually to go to the desk in the morning at the airport. So I went straight to the desk, got my boarding pass. There was no problem at all, but the communication with TUI can be better. TUI need to send out an email saying important information. If you're not booked on a TUI flight, you'll need to check in at the airport. So just a wee tip there. On the BA website, you can actually log in and see the configuration of seats on the flight, but I don't think you can actually do anything else on it. So there's a wee heads up. If you're booked with TUI and the flight is not with TUI, you might need to check in through the actual airline. Wasn't really an issue, and the flight was brilliant. One of the best flights I've been on. On the edited video that I've got at day one, I'll try and leave a link if I remember up there to that one. You'll see the plane I was on. I was in the very back row. I had the row all to myself. I had loads of extra leg room as well. I thought it was quite good. And the flight started off the first half an hour with a wee complimentary snack, a wee packet of crisps, which you never get in any other flight. Because it was chartered with BA, that's what I got. So the flight was perfect, under 3 hours, great flight. Quite enjoyed flying with BA. Now the return flight was again booked with TUI. This one was on a TUI flight, so I checked in normally. It was on a Boeing 737, so if you're into your planes, I've got another edited vlog showing you a wee bit of that and the landing. Check it out on the playlist. I'll try and remember to leave a link as well. This one was £127, so it was really expensive for me anyway. It was only booked a few days before on the way back, so I wasn't 100% sure what day I was coming back on. So you don't normally get a good deal when you book flights last minute, and these flights were a wee bit expensive. So the total for the return flights was £226. Pretty expensive, I think, but bear in mind I was going in the height of season in August. It's not going to be cheap. So that was the flight prices. Let's move on to the hotels. Now, before I forget, viewers, thank you so much for everybody who watched the videos on the Costa del Sol. If you've watched videos, especially to the end, it helps the channel the most. If you've gave it a wee thumbs up, I really appreciate it. If you've bought a wee coffee or donated to the channel through the super thanks or the super chat, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And if you signed up for my free newsletter, check the link below. I'll leave a wee link. Just pop your email address in. you might get some behind the scenes information and some stuff that's not on YouTube. So I really appreciate all your support. I couldn't do the channel without you guys. Thank you so much. Now, the hotels, more bad deals for us on this one. Started off in Fingarola. I quite enjoyed my wee day in Fingarola. It was a bit unusual for me because usually I do videos during the day and then at night I'll stop maybe 9 or 10 o'clock, maybe with a few beers, just wind down. Wee bit of the opposite in this one because I ended up meeting the viewer Paul, who works in the bar in Fingarola. Check it out. Head in there, I've done another wee video letting you know about that one as well. Check it out in the playlist. And had a few beers, checked into my hotel, the Hotel La Morena. Done quite a few daytime videos in Fingarola, done a few at night. The hotel was not worth the money, in my opinion. It was booked through their official website. I'll leave a link to all the hotel names in the description if you want to check them out. I've got a video on the playlist showing you inside the room of each hotel as well, so check that out. So this was booked through the official website. It was £80. I liked the location because it was just round the corner from the beach. It was a 7-minute walk to the train station, the metro. It was on a busy road, mind you, and across from it there was some building works. It was quite noisy. Would I stay in the hotel again? The staff were very friendly. The room wasn't too bad actually, comfortable wise, wasn't too bad. I would stay in it again, but I wouldn't pay £80 for it. I would need to lower the price down. It's more of a £50 hotel, I think, in my opinion. But I was staying in the height of summer, Spanish holidays, peak season. That's what you're going to pay in the centre, just the way it is. So then we moved on to beautiful Nerja. Quite a few people have told me you need to pronounce it Nerja. Not sure how you pronounce it. I'll just call it beautiful Nerja. I stayed in the Nerja Sol hostel. Now it says hostel, but it's just really a budget hotel. Location wise, I've done another video showing you exactly where it's located. Brilliant location, right close to everything in Nerja. 5-minute walk, if that, down to the Balcón de Europa. Great location, but again, quite noisy. On a road that goes in and out of Nerja, so you'll have traffic from early in the morning. So if you're a light sleeper like me, then it might wake you up. £68 this was through booking.com. Again, a wee bit more expensive than I'd like to pay, but I'm in the height of season. Location was brilliant, staff were lovely. The room actually was quite nice. I had no complaints about the room, just quite noisy location. Would I stay in it again? Possibly. Yeah, don't know. If it was a lower price, again around about the £50 mark, that's probably perfect for this hotel as well. I wouldn't stay there for a fortnight because there's no swimming pool, so for a week, even a long weekend, it's not really going to suit you. Bear in mind, all of these hostels and accommodations that I stay in, I'm only there for one night and I'm doing videos. Quite often I'll come in, dump my bags, leave, do videos, and then come back at midnight, 1 in the morning. I'm never in the rooms. So if you're going on holiday, you need to judge these prices accordingly. Pay a bit more, stay in a nicer hotel with a pool, etc. So that was Nerja. Nerja is a lovely wee resort. Really enjoyed my day in Nerja. Just a really nice place. I know I did miss a few places thanks to your recommendations. I'm going to try and get back one day, get to these places. Fingarola as well, enjoyed there. Bigger and better than expected. There's a lot more streets and side streets that I didn't see the last time, and there's still quite a few places maybe to head up the way there as well. So maybe one day we'll go back to Fingarola as well. So that was the accommodation in Nerja. Then we moved on to Benalmádena. I've done another video showing you this one, a really basic 1-star accommodation. The Hotel Serima. This room was incredibly noisy, very noisy location, just off the main road up in the Aroa area near the train station. The location was quite good for me because I was moving about. If you prefer to stay down at the beach in the marina, it's quite a long walk and you need to go uphill on the way back, so maybe location wise not for everybody. For me, moving about, quite good, and I quite liked that wee area up there as well. The hotel, the room, wasn't too bad. Was it worth the money? No. £72 for this one. The cheapest one I could find with a private bathroom in that area that had reviews that were acceptable. So, peak season viewers, that's what you'll pay. Benalmádena and Torremolinos, I've done lots of videos in that area. Check them out on the playlist that I'll leave at the end if you like Benalmádena and Torremolinos. Beautiful prom between the two resorts, about a 40-minute walk from one end to the other. Stop at a few beach bars, pretty nice. I know a lot of viewers have done that walk. It's a nice wee resort, so I'll recommend that. Then we moved on to beautiful Malaga city centre where the festival was on. Malaga city centre I'm a big fan of. I really like it. I think it's a lovely place. It's a city break destination for me. It's not a place I go for a week or 2 weeks. 2 or 3 days, it's perfect. It does have a beach. I've done a couple of walks down near the beach at the marina. Again, you can check them out in the playlist as well. I stayed in the Residencia San Jose penthouse suite. If you've seen the video, it was right up the top, 3 floors, no lift. At first, the air conditioning, I couldn't find the remote control for it. It was in a wee drawer. The hottest room in Spain. But to be fair, when the air conditioning went on, it did cool down quite a bit. The room's very dated. I don't recommend the accommodation. Apart from one thing, viewers, which is really important, if you're only staying there for one night and you're on a budget and you don't really care about the accommodation, you might want to consider it. The location is absolutely brilliant. It is 2 minutes walk round the corner from Malaga Cathedral. Does anything beat sitting, having a beer at the Sherlock Holmes pub and looking up the way and you see Malaga Cathedral. One of my favourite spots in all the places I go to, especially at night. Just sitting there at night outside the cathedral is beautiful. So location of this accommodation is good. I didn't like the accommodation. It was £77 through booking.com. Again, booking a mobile phone. If you've got 2 phones with you on holiday, if you're there maybe with your partner or a friend, always check the prices on both your phones. There's a wee tip for yours. Depending if you're logged into an account or if you've got a Genius discount account, prices will vary depending on what phone you're logged in on, what device you're using. £77 for this room was not a good deal, but the location was superb. Would I stay in this accommodation again? No. I'd pick somewhere else in Malaga and pay a wee bit more maybe. But it was for one night. Survived it, viewers, survived it. So there we go. Check out the playlist. I've got videos all over the place in the Costa del Sol. About 60 videos or maybe a wee bit more. I've got edited videos day 1 to day 4. If you like to see a wee bit behind the scenes, you'll see me kicking about a few places that are not mentioned on there. Total for the hotels for 4 nights, really expensive in my opinion, £297. The flights and the hotel combined, the total £523 for 4 days. Pretty expensive. One of the worst deals I've had. How much money did I spend, viewers? Didn't spend that much, to be fair. Spent about £200. So flights and hotel, £523. Spending money, £200. Total cost of the trip to the Costa del Sol was £723 for 4 days. Pretty expensive, considering I did not stay in any fancy or any nice hotels. This trip was expensive. It was not great value for money, but check out all my other playlists and videos. You'll see I've had some really good deals going on trips. This was not one of them, but I like to be honest with you and tell you, if you're going away in August in Spain, you're probably going to pay over the odds for hotels and even flights. Let me know, where's your favourite place in the Costa del Sol? If you're new to the channel, do me a wee favour, it does not cost a penny. Hit the wee subscribe button, it's absolutely free. And if you've enjoyed the video, give me a wee comment below if you like these breakdown cost videos. They don't get many views, but they're quite easy videos for me to do. It gives you a wee insight behind the scenes, how much everything costs in case you've missed any of the hotel videos. If you want to see any of the hotels I've discussed today, check out the playlist. They're on there. You can binge watch, go through it all, and let me know what was your favourite hotel I stayed in this one. I think looking at the ones I stayed in, none of them were great, to be honest with you. Maybe the wee Nerha one, Nerha Sol, wasn't too bad. Anyway, viewers, I won't even edit that because I can't be bothered. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you watching the videos right to the end. That's what helps the channel the most, more than anything you can imagine. It really helps me out. Thank you if you've watched any of the videos on the Costa del Sol. I really appreciate all your support. We will be away somewhere else. I might do a wee live on Monday, letting you know the next destination. Keep an eye out for that one, and catch you next one. Bye bye.